There's only one thing to do.
Drop it. Yeah.
Hello, it's RobotnikIsSexy, and once again, I have a super sexy hot random matchup singles match for you all. I have been sitting on this replay for a very long time, and I thought I might as well get it going. Rotom Heat is going to avoid that Stone Edge like the plague. That mattered a lot. Now he's going to bring in his Tyranitar, and he's going to switch out straight away and go into Siglith, and we're both going to double switch just because I don't know what this Tyranitar is going to do. Yeah, but since we double switch, I don't want to be taking a Psycho Shift, but for some reason, I don't know what I was thinking, I switched into Gengar. I should have switched into Rotom Heat, because the Psycho Shift was clear as day, predictable as sin, but instead I decided that Gengar should take it. I don't know. I don't know what's going on when I made that choice. I mean, if I had gone into Rotom Heat, I could have just Volt Switch, and Volt Switch would have done a lot of damage to both the guys concerned. I think his third and last has yet to be revealed yet, but I'm pretty sure it would hit everything for super much damage, so definitely the move to go for. Gengar is going to get stalled out with burn damage and Sandstorm. Expertly stalled out, I must say. Very much akin to the stalling out I did in my most recent Pokemon Showdown upload. I'm going to get frozen by Ice Beam, which is unfortunate, but it's okay. It's okay. Oh, what am I saying? His third member is dead already. It's the Durant, who I very luckily killed early. I'm going to get a crit on the Hidden Power Grass, but it didn't matter because he is Choice Scarfed. Yeah, he outsped things that he shouldn't have, so Choice Scarf definitely. This is going to be an NU match that I had against the infamous Breaks of Team Aqua. Real name not remembering of, so yeah, sorry about that. He's gonna trick me. His I forget. It's like a I think it was like a lagging tail or something. I don't know. Which is weird, but that's okay. And now, after toxicking him, which is great, he's gonna trick off my Eviolite just so that I'm easier to feint or kill off later. But that's fine. I've got Volbeat toxicked, and I got my Stealth Rocks up, so that is great. I would have had a pretty tough decision of sending in my Ghost to take a Rapid Spin, and it would have been tricky because he could have just gone for the Fire attack and done massive damage to DRIFBLIM, but it just so happens that I can afford to take a Rapid Spin because this is a horrible team I threw together. Literally, I threw it together with box Pokemon. It took me like 3 minutes, and I just so happened to have double Stealth Rock. And double Stealth Rock is actually going to help me out a lot. So that's pretty funny. I'm trying to get the Paralysis on Weezing just to get it, and I'm not getting it. And now he's going to show me his Licky Tongue named Perfect Date, or Pervect Date, because there's a V in it. And he's going to show the Toxic and Toxic Hotcakes, which is a pretty decent move. His Licky Tongue move set is weird, but we'll get back to that later. When I've been playing Pokemon Showdown, pretty much every Licky Tongue I run into is like sub Sword Dance with like Power Whip and Return. But this guy is more of a pure team support. So he's going to do stuff. I'm going to knock off Black Sludge like a champ. And Sandy has more than done her share of work for the team. And this replay is so old that that Sandshoe is not yet nicknamed Rolo Tony, which is a far superior nickname to Sandy, which is quite bland and generic by comparison. Now, Hotcakes is just gonna be death fodder and do bland damage. And now Perfect Date is gonna come out with its big nasty tongue, because it wants to give me a big old French kiss in the face. But I decide to save Hotcakes as the death fodder, and here comes the star of the show, Kabula, the DRIFBLIM, nicknamed after the hot air balloon in Kirby Dream Land. I'm a pretty decently sized Kirby fan. I've pretty much played every single Kirby game, and I like it a lot. Yeah, so I like Kirby, so yeah, there you go. That's why there's a reference to Kirby. It's kind of an obscure reference, really. I don't know how many people would remember the hot air balloon boss, Kabula, from Kirby Dream Land, but yeah. He's going to pass the wish to Volbeat. I'm going to go into hi-hat, take the Thunder Wave, take one for the team. It's more than worth it, though, because I can get off a Choice Band, Flare Blitz. If I ever make any resemblance of this team again, I'm going to give this guy an Expert Belt, because Expert Belt is actually huge mind games for Rapidash, because they're almost always Choice Banded. Also, if this guy had a spin blocker, my team would be toast, because this team is terabad. This team is not good. This team should not be repeated, but in this instance, it works out okay, just because both of our teams are kind of garbagey. So, out comes Kabula. He's going for Destiny Bond. I'm feeling kind of cornered right now. I'm like, oh man, I'm going to have to lose my DRIFBLIM. And then I'm like, wait, this guy knows Disable. I can just disable the Destiny Bond, which will, in turn, make Destiny Bond not work, because I will force him to use a different attack. So, I'm going to take advantage of that, get up and a free substitute, because Weezing can't really hurt me, and go for that Shadow Ball, and I don't have to worry about Destiny Bond anymore. So that is pretty great. I've only used this guy a couple times, and each time she works out really well, because Sub-Disable, yeah, there are a lot of choice Pokemon in NU, perhaps less than OU or whatnot, but they are definitely something you're going to see, so Sub-Disable is really great. Perfect Date is kind of troublesome. I don't really have anything to take it out. I was really afraid it would stall me out with Wish Protect, but it doesn't have the Protect. I believe it has Heal Bell, Toxic Wish, and Filler move. Maybe Dragon Tail? I don't know. I don't think it ever uses its fourth move. So I'm kind of worried that he's going to Protect or just stay in, because I'm certain that Hidden Power Fighting would not kill Lickitung at that range, so he could have just healed almost everything. But he decides to switch into Sawsbuck, which is kind of a bad move, but it's okay, it's decent. I can definitely hurt Sawsbuck a lot with Hidden Power Fighting, though, which I'm for sure is going to do. Now he's just going to switch around, which is not that great. I'm going to substitute, though, thinking that he'll want to stay in and break my substitute, because that's kind of the logical thing to do. But I do outspeed Lickitung, so I can go for a Hidden Power Fire, and indeed, that does not take him out, as I thought it wouldn't, even with the Stealth Rock damage. And now he's going to get off a Wish, but because his health is so low, and he doesn't have Regenerator like Amoonguss or anything, he's pretty much going to have to pass it or just die. So he's going to try to Wish Pass into Gorbis, but I'm not going to have any of that. And Hidden Power Fighting is going to nicely finish off Gorbis, so that's nice. Buckfu is going to go for the Horn Leech, and I'm just going to take it out with a Hidden Power Fighting. So Yeah, I don't usually upload videos like this, but this is pretty much a DRIFBLIM sweep. I've been sitting on these replays for a long time, and I just had the urge to make this into a little video because it's a fun little match. And yeah, that's gonna be those matches. YouTube, have a good weekend.